Hey guys, Eric Anderson from the Aguago program at Nishnawbe-Gamik Friendship Center. Today Victor and I are out here at just off the edge of the Hudson Highway here, and we're here to show you about harvesting fiddleheads.
So what are we looking for?
So, the ostrich ferns are the ones that we're after. Pretty much the only ones that I know too much about picking. You can tell the ostrich ferns by the fronds that they've left last fall. These are the seed pods that grow up, and they drop the seeds to grow more all around them. You'll find a pod up like that, and you'll see more growing everywhere around the bottom of them. Let's find a good one with like 5 or 6 that are pickable, and then eventually they'll start poking out enough, like these ones here, that they're pickable. And as I said there, you have the fronds that are a signal of what is the ostrich fern, which one is the ostrich fern, and also another way to tell the ostrich fern is the signature U shape to the stem. You can see that there's a pit in there, like a V shape or a U shape, where the stem curls around itself as they unfurl. When you pick them, you want to be able to pick maybe an inch underneath of it, if possible, as well, because after you break it off, this will become a little bit brown, and before you cook them, you're going to want to chop that off. So we find them around spots that hold water, or anywhere that runs off water in the wintertime. So the edges of creeks or rivers, often ditches, you can find them, or marshy, swampy areas such as we're kind of in right now. So in each pod, you'll see there's a few different pods here in front of me. This guy right here. Each pod should have about 7 different fiddleheads that will come out, and they'll be buried throughout there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only see 5 on that one. So there's a couple more coming, or maybe have busted off. But however many are in each bunch, you never want to take more than half of them, so that they always can still get the right amount of nutrition to be able to properly grow that plant to seed for the next year. So say in a bunch of 5, I wouldn't take 3 of them, I would only take 2. And the ones that are taller and a little bit more loose, they're not going to cook up as well. So you want to take the smaller and tighter bunches, and maybe, like I said, 2 out of the 5 of them. And done on that one. And then move to the next. Same thing, take the smaller, tighter ones, and no more than half of them, and leave the rest of the plant to survive. That way you'll always have more for next year. I like great big ones. I just like the big ones because it's less work. The tiny ones are tedious. These little wee guys. But they're delicious.
So you just clean off the brown stuff?
I try and get as much of the papery brown tissue off out in the bush as I can. Just makes it a little bit easier to clean them off at home, but you'll see, sometimes you throw them in there and when you pick them, it looks like it's on there pretty good, but it'll fall off in the bag sometimes. It's hard to be 100% clean when you're out in the bush, and especially while the bugs are getting at you. But the more you take off out here, the less you got to do at home. Sometimes it's just a quick wipe, sometimes it's tedious picking. These are all pretty dry though. I'm only seeing 5 on most of these.
So what are these comparable in taste like?
I'd say similar to asparagus and Brussels sprouts. And spinach mixed together maybe. They're very earthy. There's lots of different ways to cook them though. So I'd say that's probably a suitable amount for 2 people to eat. Or maybe if it was your first time eating them, 3 or 4 people. They say that you shouldn't eat too many of them if it's your first time trying them, because they don't agree with some people's stomachs. So if it's your first time trying them, eat a small amount.